Hi everyone, Flora here. Today we're going to keep on the topic of the 1 degree shift, and we're going to keep on looking at how to know when to stop. Okay, so if you haven't watched this week's videos, basically to sum up, one of the things that we've been looking at is what is your goal for this year and what is your goal for this month or this week. And the key for all of us was to choose one baby step, one baby pivot to commit to ensure that this thing was going to happen in our life. I've had many of you book free strategy calls so that I can help you discover what that 1 degree pivot or shift is, or what your one baby step is. Oh, sorry, I just got a hair in my eye. And so today we're going to talk about how doing this 1 degree pivot or doing this 1 degree shift, it's not a sprint. This truly is a marathon. And a lot of people have been sending me emails and questions saying, Flora, how do I know when to give up on this particular thing or when to try something new? We sort of touched on this yesterday. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So in anything that you do, there is a varying degree of feedback of when you'll be able to see the results of your efforts. So when a farmer plants seeds, okay, some seeds take 3 months or 4 months in order to produce a pumpkin or the full-blown crop. Other seeds produce the crop in as little as 3 weeks or 4 weeks, okay? So depending on what you are doing, the action that you're taking, the seed that you're sowing, that depends on when you are going to see the results. And many of you watching this are online entrepreneurs, so you've got your own business. In business, when you do something, many times it is a marathon. It's not a sprint, okay? So what do I mean by this? So let's just say that you want to gain more followers. So what do you need to do in order to gain more followers? Pick something, anything, and do it consistently. So you could be reaching out to your list and calling them every day, or a certain segment of your list each day, following up with them, making offers. You could do a video every single day. You could be writing a blog every single day. Whatever it is that you're doing, you need to be consistent with it. Now, the thing with online business, because it is such a saturated market, you need to be able to differentiate yourself from everybody else. So how are you different? How do you stand out? How do you really make your mark? Well, you do that just by being yourself. You're gonna be like, hey, this is me, and show your quirky personality. Share what you have to share with your audience, but do it consistently. And are you gonna see results in 3 months? Maybe. It just depends on how committed you are. You've got to be willing to show up every single day consistently. So this is one of the things that I talk about in several of my courses inside the Mastermind Mafia. We have a 30 days, 30 ways how to rapidly grow your business in 10 minutes a day or less using Facebook Live or any live video. And what I teach in that class is basically how to consistently show up every single day via video, give value, and then at the end of the video, do a call to action. And even if you're brand new to the online space, if you do this Monday through Friday for 6 months, what you're doing is building up a library of content, of value that your people, when they find you, are gonna love. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I love this person. And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna go back into your historical content, all of these videos that you've been doing, and then they're gonna consume all that, they're gonna watch it, they're gonna go, oh my gosh, I love this person, I totally wanna work with them, or wow, she has a free gift, or he has a free gift. They're gonna sign up for the free gift, they're gonna find value in that, and then there you go. And so, but this doesn't happen overnight. You have to give yourself permission to recognize that business is a marathon. It is not a sprint, okay? Same with weight loss. Same with getting out of debt. Same with having a really healthy, strong relationship. So regardless of what facet of your life that you're focusing on, recognize that this is kind of like gardening or farming. You can't just plant a seed and the next day expect to have a giant stalk of corn with like 10 years of corn hanging off of it. It doesn't work that way. You've got to give yourself permission to consistently show up every single day in whatever it is that you're committed to doing, and then nurturing that and cultivating that and pulling the weeds or the doubt or the fear or the thinking of, well, it's been a month and I'm not seeing any results. Well, to that I would say, when you start doing something new, you make that tiny pivot. Give yourself permission to start looking for what's new. So when you do something differently in your life, that's when you're going to get something different. But most people, what they do is, because we're creatures of habit, most people do whatever it is that they do, and they're like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna get the same thing day in, day out, blah, 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 blah. But what happens is when you start to make that tiny pivot and you start to do something new, what happens is people start to do something new. So they shift from where they were to where they want to be. But what happens is, because you're so used to seeing what you've always seen, even though you're pointed in a new direction and you're on your path to getting something new, you're still looking over here. So when you start doing something new, give yourself permission to stop looking for the known, like what you always expect and what you always get, and start to look for what's new. Look for the evidence that this new tiny little thing that you're doing, this tiny little shift that you're taking and making, that it's actually going to produce different results, okay? So today, don't just keep doing that little tiny thing. Start to look for what's new. Really give yourself permission to say, okay, what evidence is showing up that something is changing? Okay, and it could just be a feeling. It could be a tangible result, but usually it's a feeling. It's a feeling of hope. It's a feeling of less fear, less doubt, less worry, and it just feels more, well, it just feels better. Okay, so today, continue to make that little 1 degree shift. Continue to be consistent in that change that you're making, and then also start looking for what's new. And recognize that if you truly want this thing that you set out to have or do or be, and you're committed to the long haul, that you're committed to this marathon, then start to look for what's new. Start to look for and expect to see new things come into your life, and stop looking at what you know and pivot your head to the direction that you're going in, okay? If you want my personal help with this, I truly, truly, truly want you to reach out to me. I do have free sessions. They're the 1 degree shift clarity session and strategy session. So click the link below, sign up for your free session, no strings attached, and I cannot wait to see what you create this year in your life. I love you all. Mwah! Bye.